In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm UNCLELOU.
Well, that will wake you up in the morning. Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. That's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on a Monday morning. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and girls had a great weekend. I have no complaints. Well, Lou Jr. lost his soccer game yesterday. I guess that would be my only complaint. Other than that, great weekend. Great weekend. What'd y'all do? I know you watched the Florida State spring game. I already know. I know you did. I'm not going to lie. I forgot it was on. And I actually was scrolling through Facebook. And a friend of mine on Facebook who's a Florida State fan was at the game and had posted a picture of himself at the game. And I was like, oh, yeah. FSU spring game. So I did turn it and watch it for a while. But, you know, now I love spring games. I do. And there are things I think you can learn or questions you can get answered, I think, from watching your team spring game. But you really have to know the team. You have to know what, like when I watched Florida State spring game, I don't know what questions they're even trying to answer. And that's not a knock on Florida State. It just means I think you really have to know the team to really get anything at all out of the spring game. For example, when I watched the Georgia spring game, DBs are a concern. Who's the second string quarterback? I don't know that we'll find that out in the spring game, though. But I'm curious who QB2 is. And it better not be Stetson Bennett. I mean, there's no reason that dude should ever take another snap at UGA. Thank you for your service, sir. But you got Brock Vandagriff and Carson Beck there. One of those two guys better get some second half action this year because JT's gone after this year. So, I mean, I hope we're not going to do the thing again where we're just going to play a quarterback that's never played before next year. So I don't want it to be Stetson Bennett. He's got no. Again, this has nothing to do with last year, or I'm not even knocking him. I'm just saying he's not the future. He's not even the present. Okay, he's the past. JT Daniels is the present. We don't know who the future is. You should find that out, and you're not going to find that out by playing Stetson Bennett in the second half. Carson Beck or Brock Vandagriff. Who's it going to be? Because if it's not Carson Beck, he's gone. He's transferring. So, Georgia losing another quarterback. You can't sign all these quarterbacks and keep them all. It's just not going to happen. So we're not keeping all these. I'll tell you this right now. Brock Vandagriff, Carson Beck, and Gunnar Stockton, or whatever that's coming next year, they're not all staying at Georgia for 3 or 4 years. It's just not happening. Not happening. All of those guys could start somewhere. So it's not happening. They're not all staying at Georgia. So who's QB2? I've made a prediction when we signed Carson Beck that he would never start a game at Georgia and would transfer. So, and it's nothing against him. I think he's stuck in the middle. You got JT Daniels. He's not getting ahead of JT Daniels now. And I think Brock Vandagriff is a little bit better. So it's not that I don't think Carson Beck is any good. I think Carson Beck will transfer somewhere and could play pretty well. And I could be wrong. Brock Vandagriff could show up and can't complete a pass. Hell, I don't know. The opinions of the morning show with Uncle Lou belong to the host and the host only, and do not reflect attitudes or opinions of anyone else that might actually know what they're doing, which isn't me. So, but yeah, a ton of spring games this weekend, a bunch of them. Georgia, a whole bunch, 20, 30 spring games this weekend. I think I said this last week, but I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday, the April Patreon stream on Saturday during the Georgia game. So, if you're over on the Patreon page and you want to hang out and watch the UGA game with me, that'll be Saturday. And we'll see if we get any of those questions answered. I did see a Florida State fan in here. There he is. What'd you think about the spring game? You really have to get a fan's opinion. You know, I can't watch the Florida State spring game and say, oh, well, this was good and this was that and that. I don't, like I said, I don't know what I'm even looking for when I watch the. I mean, obviously, Florida State's got quarterback and offensive line issues. Offensive line, I don't know how you really, I don't know how you figure that out in a spring game. You can't sack the quarterback anyway. So, anyway, but I would be curious to know from the Florida State man what he thought about freshman receivers, and Milton looked good when offensive line did good. Well, that's good. That's a good. If you're Florida State, really, that's what you need. You need the young guys to look good, because the guys that have been there, we know aren't very good. I mean, again, I'm not trash talking here. Look at Florida State's record over the last couple of years. That lets you know that, the upperclassmen, and just look at the recruiting and the coaching, and everyone knows how bad the quarterback and offensive line situation have been. So that's really what you need if you're the FSU man. You need young players who know what they're doing. Hey, Pinecone. Which high school is Miami having their spring game at? I'm just curious if you know. Of course, Miami holds their spring game at a high school because they don't have a stadium of their own. And no one goes to the Miami spring game anyway. And hell, no one goes to the Miami games. Of course, they don't go to the spring game. So there's no need in having it in any kind of real stadium. So they hold their spring game at a high school stadium. You know which high school stadium? Which high school stadium is Miami holding their spring game at this year? Hard Rock. Why? What a waste. What a waste. The Dolphin Stadium? They're having it at the Dolphin Stadium? Okay. What a waste. What a waste.
Who the hell is Pinecone?
I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea. I really don't. Sea Dog, what's up, buddy? Is y'all's game next week too, on the 17th? Wait a minute. Is y'all's on a Friday? It seems like, doesn't Georgia Tech usually do their spring game on a Friday? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let me know. What's up, buddy? Noel Productions, Anthony Morales. See you, sir. Pinecone, Jordan Bowman. Jordan, when am I coming up there so you can take me out to lunch? Are you ever going to school again? Seems like you've been. Did you drop out? I don't know. Yeah, or maybe you're just taking online classes still. You keep stringing me along with this going out to lunch thing. I want to drive up to Tatertown and have you take me out to lunch, but you keep telling me you're not there. So I might have to find a different Tater maybe. D4 Sports, what's up, buddy? Somebody told me that you won Chess Hall won the tournament thing we did, but someone told me that you were the highest ranked one that sent in the $5. So we'll handle that tonight on the Lunch Money Show, 10 p.m. Oh, y'all's game's on the 23rd. Oh, okay, so 2 weeks. Okay. What's up, Slim? Kevin? Colby? Morning, sir. Oh, you didn't send in the 5. Well, who the hell? Oh, I have no clue who won then, because someone told me it was you. So I honestly have no idea. So we'll pull it up. Shit, I hope. Can I still pull up the list? Uh-oh. Let me make. God. I hope I can still pull up the list. Okay, good. I can. Jess Hall won. I know he didn't send in the 5. D4 Sports was second. He says he didn't send in the 5. I don't know who third place is. So The third place would be the winner of the money if he sent something in. Is the Purdue man in here? Did he send anything in? Hell, Uncle Lou might be the winner. I don't know who I know who the Purdue man is. I don't know who these other three people are, and so I don't know if they sent the money in or not. Uncle Lou might be the damn winner. Now, wouldn't that be something? Shelly Mack, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, you're from Grovetown? Oh, shit, that's right down the road from me. Right down the road. I'm off Hardy McManus right now, so yeah, that's not far from me at all. Yeah, I don't know who I mean, I know who the Purdue man is because I see him on some stream sometimes, but those other two or three people, I don't know who they are. So, and I'll have to check the PayPal page to see match the names up, I guess. How come Georgia Tech has more championships than Georgia? The same reason Yale and Harvard have more championships than whatever shit team you're a fan of. That's probably why, honestly. That would be my best guess anyway. Oh, I watched a new Netflix show this weekend. Everybody's always looking for a new Netflix show because everyone's seen everything on Netflix. Now, Netflix has put a few of these shows out, and some of them have been good. So don't let this turn you off. It's a Spanish show, okay? But it's dubbed in English. So you don't have to read subtitles or anything like that. And after about 5 minutes of watching it, you don't even really notice that the words don't match up with the lips when they're talking and all that. But it's a good show. It's a good show. It's called, what's it called? Oh, it's called Who Killed Sarah. It's pretty good. And there is a season 2, and it comes out in 3 weeks. So if you watch it now, you don't have to wait like a whole year for the next season to come out. Well, which is what you have to do a lot of times. If you watch it now or over the next couple of weeks, you only, season 2 will be out. Gator Zone, thank you for the super chat this morning. He says, Lou, did you ever play soccer? No, never organized soccer. I played in the neighborhood. I'd kick the ball around in the neighborhood just like you would play football in the neighborhood or something. But I never played organized. I never played for a league or a club or anything like that with soccer. No. There was some kids that lived in my neighborhood that played for the same club that my son plays for now, though. So this club's been around forever. But no, I never played. Waikiki, thank you for the super chat. He says, is it too late for Chess to send in the $5? You know, he tried that. Literally right after the game ended. He sent me a text message and said, do I need to send you the $5 now so I can get the 100 or something? And I was like, no, that's not how it works. Can't wait to see if you win and then send the 5 in. That's not how it works. You know? Imagine you show up at the casino the day after the Super Bowl and you tell them, listen, I was going to pick Tampa Bay, so can I get paid something? No. TikTok, Chess Hall, no. Oh, I forgot to call into my own show. Let's do that now. So Scott and Jess can come on.
Thank you for calling Collins.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Enter your 6-digit PIN.
There you go.
Welcome, host. You have not started a
Yes,
show.
I have. Shut up.
Welcome, host.
Thank you.
You are now in the host room and can manage.
Yeah. No, hush with that. All right, Scott and Jess, y'all just call in whenever it's convenient for you. Wait a minute, here's somebody now. Let's see who this is. Happy Monday, Scott. What's up, buddy?
Happy Monday, Uncle Luke. Can you hold on 1 second because I'm on the phone call here.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am. I want the pink seahorses socks. What do you mean you're out of stock? I'd like to know. Well, when will you have them back in? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and put me in a pre-order, okay? Thank you, ma'am. All right. Appreciate it. Hey, just want to catch up with you, you know?
Yeah, there's been there's been a run on pink seahorse socks ever since I showed them off last week.
Oh, they're gone. They're out of stock everywhere,
Yeah.
Lou. You know what? In the colorful socks game, I may have you. You and I are Facebook friends.
Right.
So if you go to my timeline, and I think all you need to do is go down one instance, and you'll see on my bed all the colorful socks I have.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that out, too. Yeah.
I have been collecting them since 2018.
Oh, wow.
And the person that got me involved with it was watching, you remember Craig Ferguson on late night TV?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I love his show. I never really watched his show on CBS, but started watching more of it on YouTube. One of the funniest human beings I thought it was on TV. But he would, throw up his feet on the table and have the most crazy socks I've ever seen in my life on. I thought, man, I want me some crazy socks too. Because I'd go out to radio and record conventions and all that, we'll have in the past. And I just thought, that would be something to wear at these conventions. And so I just went nuts and started buying them left and right and all varieties. I mean, I got Mona Lisa socks, Statue of David socks, Starry Night socks, Jaws socks, the official Jaws socks,
Nice,
et cetera, et cetera. So every color imaginable I have.
Yeah, I've been.
How was your week? How was your vacation?
The end of Christmas vacation when he gets the thing in the mail and he thinks it's a check, but it's a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club. Well, I'm in some Socks of the Month Club. And so,
good.
And so I don't even know what I'm getting. It's just at random times throughout the month, a pair of socks will show up in my mailbox.
Oh, I'm on this thing called Bespoke Post.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of that? Yeah, I'm in that where they send you a box of something, and you can they're good about it where you can either cancel that month or move to another box. So what have I gotten? I've gotten a nice watch out of it. And I checked on the watch and I paid $45 for the watch, and the watch actually is about $89 retail.
Yeah.
And they're sending me athletic wear this time. So that, I guess, will give me some motivation to get out there and do something. Speaking of that, did you watch the Masters? Of course, you being in Augusta or near Augusta, did you watch any of the Masters?
Yeah, I watched some over the weekend. It's kind of disappointing that it wasn't a very exciting ending, but and everybody talks about, of course, Tiger Woods isn't in it, and that always lowers interest. But where was Phil Mickelson? Where was Rory McIlroy? I mean, where was anyone that I've ever heard of? It was kind of a boring tournament, I think.
The closest individual, which Jordan Spieth, was around, but he just could not make it in the final round. Now, I will say this Will Zalatoris is probably going to be a golfer to watch. That young man's going to be something else. I mean, that 24-year-old skinny kid. And Xander Schauffele, I feel awful for the guy because he's been one of these guys that's always comes in second place. He has been in second place for like 6 or 7 different tournaments and never won. I think he came in third place when Tiger won it in 2019. And he had a chance to win it against Hideki Matsuyama, and that's at the 16th, and just blew it with that triple bogey. So, but the Masters to me is the only golf tournament really that I will watch. At least spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday watching, and that's just about it. Maybe sometimes the U.S. Open, but I'm with you. I didn't know any of these names. I was going, who are these people? I don't know Rahm or all the ones that were up there in the top. Leishman, the Australian guy, I didn't know him. Knew nothing. I mean, I knew Justin Rose, but I wasn't pulling for the Brit to win. I don't know why, but I just didn't like it.
It just didn't feel like a normal, like I'm not a golf fan either, but you live in Augusta, it's just such a big deal here economically and just for a whole host of reasons. But it just didn't feel, they didn't let hardly anybody in. Like the traffic was, normally the traffic is ridiculous during Masters Week and people complain about that. There was no traffic, but normally during Masters Week, you can go to Wild Wings on Thursday and maybe Jack Nicholson is in there. Or not Nicholas. I'm talking about the actor, because every time I tell that story, people say he said Jack Nicholson instead of Jack Nicklaus. No, yes, you can see golfers out too. I mean, everybody knows the story about Phil Mickelson going to the Dunkin' Donuts, but or Krispy Kreme. But I mean, literally in Walmart, you might see. I mean, just name a celebrity that left a pair of socks at home. I mean, so we missed all that kind of stuff this year and last year too. Because
let me ask you: has Augusta, I guess, built enough accommodations to hold the crowd that used to come to Augusta? Because I remember my friends that worked in radio up there would tell me that some people would just leave their homes for that week and rent it out to people get buku money, like $600 or $700 a night, or even use their home as a parking place for the Masters.
Now that's gone away. You can't do that anymore because the Masters has its own parking lot now. The Masters used to have basically no parking at all. And so, you'd have all the businesses right there around the Masters would basically close down during the week of Masters because they could make more money charging $20 a car to park in their parking lot than they could by opening up their store and selling stuff all week. The Augusta National, over the last 10 or 15 years, the Augusta National has bought, I don't even know, I mean, if you came to Augusta 20 years ago and rode by the Augusta National and you came here now and rode, you wouldn't recognize it. They have bought up so much property that borders the course. And part of it they just turned into a parking lot. But there was a neighborhood, Berkman Road. The Augusta National used to be on the corner of Washington Road and Berkman Road. And on the other side, on the other side of Berkman Road was a neighborhood. Decent houses, but older houses. You're talking $100,000, $150,000 houses maybe. The Augusta National bought them all up for 7, 8, 9, 10 times the value. They bought they went to every homeowner in that neighborhood and bought the house out from under them. You had people selling, that lived in a $100,000 house their whole life, sold it to the Augusta National for $1 million. And they bought the entire neighborhood, leveled all the houses, landscaped it, and turned it into a giant parking lot. So you wouldn't recognize it if you went by there now. Now, as far as renting your house out, that's a huge deal here. There's people here who rent their houses out, pay their mortgage for the year. I mean,
that's what I hear.
You said
that's exactly right.
You said $500-600 a night. If you live in a 3-4 bedroom, a nice house somewhere around here, you can rent that thing out for ridiculous amounts of money. I grew up in National Hills, which is the neighborhood directly across the street from the Augusta National, across Washington Road.
Right.
Tiny houses. I actually was talking to my dad about this the other day. He bought that house in the mid-'80s for $26,000 in National Hills. But anyway, we had a teeny house. I mean, it might have been 1,100 square feet. Small house in National Hills. We rented our house out one year. I was in 4th or 5th grade. We rented our house out. I don't remember what we rented it out for back then, but it paid. We went to Disney World for the week and still made money. Now it was a small house. Things were different back then. We might have got a couple of $1,000s for the week or something like that. But if you live in a expensive neighborhood around here, 3, 4, 5 bedroom house, I mean, Coke, a lot of these companies, a lot of the golfers, I've known people over the years who have had golfers live in their house for a week, and they pay ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah, like Tiger Woods doesn't come down here and stay in a hotel. I mean, I don't think this is breaking news to anybody, but Tiger Woods comes down here, he stays in a house, and the same with all the golfers. So yeah, you can make a ton of money renting your house out for the week. You still do that. The parking thing.
Yeah. My friend had a place in North Augusta, and he used it. He rented it out, and he had a tiny house too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he made buku money doing just that.
And then there's also a lot of corporate hospitality businesses that have sprung up in Augusta around the Masters. And so what happens a lot of times is these corporate hospitality companies will, first of all, they buy hundreds and hundreds of tickets secondhand, and then they go around and rent out a bunch of houses. So let's say your Coke or your Home Depot or your whoever, and you're looking for a house to stay in during Masters Week. You call this corporate hospitality company. It's almost like calling a realtor. They send you a list. Here's a list of 30 houses we're renting out. Tell us which one you want. This house comes with 4 badges or 4 tickets or whatever the case, and they package it up like that. And there's a lot of businesses that have sprung up around here like that.
Well, you got to think of every corporation that sponsors a golfer and how many of those corporations they are.
Right.
So, I mean, we're talking hundreds.
Yeah.
So I could see that no matter how many hotels they build in Augusta, it still won't accommodate what used to be, the whole, and it'll get to that where there'll be full galleries again and all that. And I'm looking forward to it when it does happen. I want to ask you a favor and see if we can do this.
All right.
I would like to use some of your stingers while I'm reading some of the news, and only 2 stingers if you could cue them up. If that's all right with you. I mean,
yeah. Which ones did you have in mind?
I want to use you, big dummy, and I would like to use. Why don't you shut the hell up? I'm trying to do Bluetooth.
All right,
and I would use you, big dummy, in the 3rd story. And I'll give you a clue. It's about Auburn.
Okay.
And the next one I would use is for the first advertisement, which is going to be Buster Hyman's flip phone dispensary.
Okay.
And that would you shut the hell up. Okay.
All right, I got
Let's just see how it works.
I got it ready to go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, here we go. It's time for the Bluetooth fake news. And here's the news to be fit to be only on the Uncle Lou channel. The fake news alert here for you, and it is, that wasn't good. There we go. Although Hideki Matsuyama won the Masters in Augusta, Tiger Woods won the golf tournament while bed resting in his Jupiter Island home. The University of Georgia Science Department were at it again and used their new virtual athletic play system. Tiger was set up and finished the whole tournament by Saturday. Tiger shot 32 under, destroying the course record. He had 18 birdies, 4 eagles, and 3 holes in 1. Tiger said he sipped on a virgin pina colada while playing, and it was easy peasy. The virtual machine uses the thoughts of Tiger to make the proper swing. On the screen, Tiger was actually running between balls, which made it so easy to finish the tournament early. He doesn't expect Augusta National to send him a green jacket, but he stated, well, damn it, they could at least send me a hat or a T-shirt. No comment from the board members of the Masters tournament. And a footnote, since Hideki Matsuyama won the Masters, several Japanese corporations are bidding to purchase Augusta National Golf Course and change the name to the Rising Sun International Golf Course. More details on that as we make them up. Another wide receiver goes down with an injury for Georgia. Jermaine Burton is now out with a knee injury, so Coach Smart put on his women's visor cap and went to recruiting again. After watching with his kids a new version of the movie The Justice League, Kirby called up Victor Stone, known as Cyborg, to join the team. Stone is a former high school quarterback of Gotham City High School and now can fly with his robotic skills. Ain't nothing in the NCAA rules about athletes flying, stated Smart. This young man not only can catch any ball thrown at him and only fly down the field, but can also hack into our opposing team's computers. Cyborg is going to take us to the Natty. Look for Cyborg in a Georgia uniform this fall. Okay, so we not only discuss football here on Fake News, but at times other sports, including this week, Auburn's return of their bass fishing team. This reporter went to the press conference where the Barn is returning with their college fishing team this month. Spanky McFarland, captain of the team, made a statement that although the college is broke due to coaching changes and the college can't afford a boat for the team, Spanky stated, "We'll just fish off the banks of any lake or river we attend." Also, equipment-wise, they only have enough money for cane poles, one Zebco 240 reel, and live bait, mainly crickets. Spanky added, "We'll do like we always do at Auburn, run around here like we're big dummies."
You big dummy.
I love that. I love that. I love it. Other members of the team were fighting over who was getting the Zebco reel when we were leaving the press junket. Well, the world's largest truck stop off I-80 in eastern Iowa recently donated $10 million to the Iowa college football program. The couple who owns the truck stop have developed the Will and Renee Moon Excellence Fund that will endow the head football coaching position in perpetuity. Also, all players are receiving free pine scents for their autos for life, free showers at their stop anytime, free dental care at their truck stop, breaded pork tenderloin sandwiches for life, and free access to lot lizards in and around the truck stop area. The Iowa College program so far is a bit dumbfounded, but also board members, office and coaching personnel all bought CB radios and antennas with tennis balls on the antennas and are prepared anytime to help in a convoy and are learning CB lingo. 10-4, there's a Smoky behind the Stucky sign on I-80 at mile marker 220. Better back it on down, and I'll meet you on the party row at the next stop. Hawkeye Hank doing double nickels, and see you on the flip side. LSU coach Ed Orgeron admits to mistakes being made in hiring coaching staff. I heard some coaches I didn't even interview from the last staff, and I'm never doing that again. I interviewed everybody this time. In fact, the interview process has gotten to the point where no candidates want to be interviewed. Not only do you have to go through a polygraph test, a background check, a physical, a stamina test, doing 4-day practices yourself, and lastly, the most humiliating is an anal cavity search by Orgeron himself. One anonymous candidate said he'd had enough after halfway through the first day, and especially Orgeron looking up my poop chute. He's not hiring mules from the cartel. Orgeron replied with, "I just want to be thorough and make sure people at least wash and wipe their ass every day. Can't be clean enough in this day and age." Candidate positions in coaching are still open at LSU. And Lou 2 Fake News is being brought to you by Buster Hyman's Flip Phone Dispensary. Are you old and can't type worth shite? Tired of text messages? You don't even want a phone, but your family and friends insist. And a good way to say, "Why don't y'all shut the hell up? I'm trying to listen to Lou."
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing Lou too, bitch.
is purchasing a refurbished flip phone from 1996 for only $5. Want a brick phone so you can make calls and then use it as a weapon to throw at someone's head when you encounter a dumbass? Buy Buster Hyman's 1988 brick phone for only $20. And to hell with 5G and all that other nonsense. You'll be on Buster Hyman's own cell phone system, which is a TV antenna hanging over his garage door. So you miss a few calls. You didn't want to talk to those zipperheads in the first place. Buster Hyman's Flip Phone Dispensary saves you time and money. Buster Hyman's Flip Phone Dispensary off the Aaron Hernandez Highway in Old Lyme, Connecticut. Come in today and get a prostate massage free. If you're 80 or over, ask about our senior special. Never mind that, you'll forget it. Buster Hyman's Flip Phone Dispensary, found online at freeprostatemassage.uk. And by Hell's Angels Bar in Goose Creek, now with a new Roadkill Cafe now open. Dead squirrels, possum, armadillos, deer, and any other animal except skunk that's been run over. Bring it to Hell's Angels Roadkill Cafe and we'll process it, smoke it, grill it, fry it up, or serve it sushi style, raw, all to your desire. The smell that comes from the cafe will be a scent that has never hit your nostrils, and believe us, you're COVID safe at Hell's Angels new Roadkill Cafe. Free vaccinations for the little children from former nurse and now old lady Lucy Bender at Hell's Angels Bar, right before Stumpy's Firecracker Stand on Highway 78 in Goose Creek, South Carolina. And that is the fake news for the week, only on the YouTube channel. I know nothing. Scott Kerr reporting.
Amazing job again, sir. The stinger things worked pretty
like
good
stingers,
too. Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, it worked good. Yeah.
We'll try it again. I mean, I'll try to figure out some stingers in some of the stories again and see if that works. It just kind of adds to it. I love the you big dummy. I just love that one. Now,
that was the first one I ever made too. That you big dummy one. That was the first one I ever made. Yeah.
My two favorite stingers from you is Shut the Hell Up and You Big Dummy. Now, I know you got other great stingers too, but that's my two faves.
Yeah.
You know, that's in my high rotation list.
I like this one.
Whoopity you!
Yeah, I like that.
I like that one, and then I like this one too. This one.
Who have Georgia played? Woo!
Who have Georgia played?
Well,
like this Mensa student here. You got like this Mensa student. We attract all kinds here, but like this Mensa student in the comments section, what calls himself Durr Wake. He says, fake news is that the SEC is the best college football conference. The entire SEC has been gaining off of the Alabama dynasty and success the entire last decade. Pathetic. Well, what's pathetic is if you take Alabama out of the SEC still has 3 times as many national titles this century as any other conference. Here's what's pathetic, too. Everyone always says that. Oh, take Alabama away. Okay, great. Take Ohio State out of the Big Ten and tell me how many national titles they have this century. Answer? 0. None. Not a single one. Now, what if you take Texas out of the Big 12? How many national titles they have this century, since you're a Texas Tech man? If you take Texas out of the Big 12, how many national titles they have this century? 1. The Big 12 would have 1. Oklahoma, way back in the year 2000, I think it was 2000, wasn't it? Or 2001, the year of our Lord, 2000. Now, pick either Clemson or FSU, whichever one you want. Take them out of the ACC. How many national titles do they have? Not very many. And if you take Southern Cal out of the Pac-12, well, you already know. So that's a funny story to tell about Alabama, but if you apply that same logic to every other conference, the SEC is still miles ahead, whatever shit conference you belong to, which in your case is the Big 12.
You got to feel sorry for him, Lou. He lives in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, God. I didn't know anyone actually lived there.
That's just the armpit of the world.
Yeah. Doesn't he know that the Constitution gives you the right to freely travel? So I don't know why anyone is still in Lubbock, Texas. The Constitution guarantees you the right to freely travel from state to state or from area to area. You don't have to stay there, buddy.
That's right. I lived in Amarillo. That truly is the armpit of the world right there, Amarillo. But Lubbock is right up there, too. All of the western, Central Texas, pretty nice. It's, hilly country, Austin, all that. But West Texas, it's just horrible. It's the smell of cow manure and wind blowing year round.
The smell of wind blowing?
It's the coldest place I ever lived in my life. No, cow manure. Oh, that's it. And they'll tell you, those Texans will tell you, well, son, that's the smell of money. Well, it smells like poop. It's what it smells
Prairie oysters.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was in Amarillo when I guess Oprah was sued. Remember that she was sued by the National Beef Council?
Oh yeah.
Because she had said something. Yeah, she said something anti-beef, and all these news outlets, all the major news outlets were all over Little Amarillo to cover that story. But it's very true that in Amarillo, it's just wind blows every year. Every day, and you wake up to the smell of cow manure.
That's terrible. Not
the most wonderful place to live in the world.
Yeah, I'll take you.
Well, God bless those that live there.
Yeah, right. All right, Scott. Another great job as usual this week, sir. I really appreciate it.
Well, yes, sir. We'll see you next Monday, Lou. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna check those socks out on your Facebook page.
Oh, do check the socks out, man. There's 68 pair laying on the bed. I actually have about 74. Okay.
I'm gonna check them out. All right, buddy. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Scott Kerr checking in again, like he does every Monday with the fake news. Guess who decided to sleep in today? You know, between Ballard and TikTok Chess Hall, it's a crapshoot trying to get one of those people to show up for a show. Chess Hall's been on a little bit of a roll in 2021, but I don't know. There's been no Chess Hall sighting. No Chess Hall sighting today. Which is a little alarming. And a little disappointing. In addition to that as well. What are we going to do with him? Guess I'm turning the phones off. I'm not going to pay to keep the phones on while he sleeps. It's a shame is what it is.
This is Chess Hall. I can't get on the phone right now. Probably busy or doing something. Just leave your name or number and I'll give you a call back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You're fired.
You big dummy.
That was easy. X-Wing Sports, thank you for hitting the super chat. Can you give us your high school football story? You mean just in general, or is there a specific story I told that you want to hear? I played high school football. I wasn't great. I mean, look at me. I was even smaller then. I think when I graduated high school, I was 5'11", 140 pounds. I mean, I was teeny, but I played defensive back. We weren't very good. I think, did we make the playoffs? We made the playoffs one time when I was in high school, and we lost, but to the eventual state champions. We lost to Josie. He had Deion Grant, who went on to play for Tennessee and then had a long career in the NFL. They were good. They were really good. I played against there was a few people I played with that went on to play in college, but nothing major. One guy I played with got a scholarship to NC State. Several of the people I played with got scholarships to smaller schools, Georgia Southern, places like that. I played against Deion Grant. I played against, y'all remember Kendrell Bell? He went to JUCO, then went to Georgia, played inside linebacker, and played inside linebacker for the Steelers for a long time in the NFL. I played against him. He was a running back in high school. I think he played defense too, but he was a running back in high school, and he was a monster. I tackled him a couple of times, although it was no fun. And when I say I tackled him, I played defensive back. So by the time he got to me, he had a pretty good head of steam built up. Yes, I did tackle him a couple of times. And when I say tackle, I mean grabbed onto his legs and he dragged me 3 or 4 yards down the field and then fell down. That's what I mean by I tackled Kendrell Bell. So I know, I mean, I wasn't great. I loved football though. I played I started playing when I was 8 or 9. I played recreation football. Then I played in middle school, and then played in high school. Ran track in high school too. Played baseball 1 year in high school, and then quit / got kicked off the team in the middle of a game, and that's when I started running track. I didn't really like baseball. I mean, I grew up playing baseball too, Little League and all that kind of stuff. And in high school, if you played football, they made you play a spring sport. You had to play a spring sport. So if you were good enough to make the baseball team, you could play baseball or soccer, which I already told you I never played soccer. And if you didn't play any of that, then they just stuck you on the track team and you ran track. So I said, well, I don't want to run track. I'll play baseball. And I just was not into baseball. I was only playing it because if you played football, you had to play a spring sport. And I didn't want to run track. So I said, well, I'll play baseball. But I was never really that into it. I didn't like to coach all that much. And I don't remember how many games into the season it was. It was about halfway into the season, my first year. I said some things to the coach in the middle of the game that maybe I shouldn't have said. And that was the end of Uncle Lou's baseball career. Yeah, I think I pretty much told him I was trying to do LouTube and maybe he should shut the hell up. That's basically what I told him. We didn't have wrestling back when I was in high school. Now all the schools around here have it now, but back when I was in high school, they didn't even have high school wrestling around here. How fast did I run the 100? What, the 100 meters? Oh, you talking about when I ran track? No, I ran. I was a distance runner. No, I didn't run. I didn't run sprints. I ran the mile and the 2 mile. I didn't like it. I didn't like track. I only did it because I had to. That was it. In fact, I think it was after my junior. It was either I can't remember if it was my sophomore or my junior year. I did something to my ankle during the football season, and I went to the doctor, and they had to do surgery. But I didn't want to miss the football season. I didn't, so basically, I just wrapped my ankle up for the last half of the football season and played on it anyway. And I was going to have surgery then, right when the season ended. I actually pushed the surgery back to like, I don't, the end of January or beginning of February, something like that, right when track season was starting. So I could get out of running track. Yeah. Tiger Baskins. Well, Carol Baskins killed her husband. That I know. I know that for a fact. Well, look at what the cat done drug into the comment section here. That phone call wake you up? I don't know what to do about this with, I don't know, what should we do about this Chess Hall showing up now? Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat. He says, 10 lashes with a rubber hose as penance for his transgressions. Chess might think twice about sleeping in next time. 10 lashes honestly doesn't seem like enough. Golden Blue Dude, thank you for the super chat. He says, I'll send you my number in an email. Call me anytime if you need me in the morning. I'm always awake. I'm always awake in the morning. Yeah. Most responsible people aren't they? Golden Blue Dude. Most responsible people are awake in the morning. I can tell you this, there's not very many successful people sleeping in. I just can tell you that for a fact. I can tell you that for a fact. Well, it says if you're ready to do the traffic report, you can call in. But if you literally just woke up and you're wiping sleep out of your eyes, then you can wait and do it. It's up to you. If you think you're ready to go, you can call now. I turn the phones off. You'll have to just call my cell phone, or you can do it tomorrow, whatever you want to do. I'd rather you do it tomorrow than call in half asleep, because that pisses me off. But if you're awake and ready to go, you can call in. All right, he better be awake, because I gave him an option to call in tomorrow. Yeah, good morning, though.
Good morning, Uncle Lou. How are you doing today, buddy?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you feel rested?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
Okay, good. Good. That's good news. What is this about Ballard? Now, it's one thing Ballard fire you. Now he's cussing at you?
Yeah, he said F you to me last night.
Did he literally say F you, or he didn't say the
He
real?
mumbled it under his breath. I heard him.
The real word?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Is this on stream somewhere?
Believe so. I think it. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us which one?
Yeah, it was last night's stream, but last night's stream's not up. I'm trying to
Who's okay.
sorry.
All right, let's try this again, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Did this happen on a stream?
Yes, sir, it did.
Whose stream?
My stream.
Okay. Isn't that valuable information to know in case someone wants to find it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. Now, why isn't last night's stream up?
It got copyrighted. So I deleted it. I know, fell on my part. I know.
Okay. Well, I don't want to even hear about that story then, since it doesn't exist.
Okay.
What's up on the traffic report this week?
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. TikTok us all here. Come back at you with the traffic report. It appears A-Bomb has absolutely lost his mind. This guy literally live streamed yesterday. I'm pretty sure he drunk for 5 hours straight. I don't know what's wrong with the dude. The dude's crazy and the dude's insane. I don't get how somebody can drink for 5 hours straight. I didn't think that was even possible.
Now, he's been around YouTube for a long time, and I've seen him drink before. It's not like he doesn't drink, but he's never been this way before.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with this malt liquor community.
Malt liquor community?
Yeah, it's a malt liquor community on YouTube, believe it or not.
Jesus Christ.
And there's rules. There's rules you have to go by in this community. You want to hear the rules? I know the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rules are, when you film a video, you cannot have it edited. You have to make sure the label's out, and you have to finish the malt liquor within a certain time limit of the video. Isn't that crazy?
You have to finish the malt liquor within a certain period of time?
Yes.
Are these college kids?
No, these are grown men, like in their 40s.
So these are grown men on YouTube basically chugging malt liquor.
Yes, it's called the malt liquor community.
And is there anyone else in this community that I would know besides A-Bomb, or is this separate from all the other derelicts he normally hangs out with?
A-Bomb, there's a guy named Raider Ben. You probably don't know him.
I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, Raider Ben. That's the only ones that I know of. A-Bomb tried to get me to join in, and I was like, no, I'm good, man. I'm not a drinker.
Someone says I'm in it. Mike 3883 says he's in it.
I just
malt liquor. I don't even really know what malt liquor is. Isn't it beer?
I have no idea. I've never had malt liquor in my life. I think it's beer, like a 40 ounce, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've been out of the drinking game for a while, but even when I was in it, I don't know that I ever had any malt liquor. I don't even know if I can. I don't even know if I can name any. Well, what about Slits? Isn't that malt liquor? Slits malt liquor?
I know Mickey's is. That's one.
But isn't it beer? I don't. I have no idea. I don't know.
I think it is beer. I don't.
Okay, so
I just don't understand the infatuation with somebody drinking. Like, I just don't understand. I couldn't drink all day, every day. How's that fun? I don't understand. Like, what's the point?
So these are people like A-Bomb in their 40s and 50s who are on YouTube guzzling malt liquor?
Yes. And what's funny is some of these guys even put ski mask on and film their video. It's freaking me out. I'm not even joking.
So they're drinking through the ski mask?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is this to hide their identity, or?
I think, yes, some of them have. Yeah. I think the main guy that started has like 5,000 or 6,000 or subscribers. I think, I can't remember.
Wow.
Very riveting, isn't it?
I guess that's one word for it. Riveting, alarming.
I think it's sad. Honestly.
I guess I just don't. I guess I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. It is what it is.
I mean, I've done the funneling beers thing and all that kind of thing when I was about your age.
Yeah.
Um, but I did all kinds of dumb shit when I was about your age. I can't imagine.
Mhm.
I don't know how quick a bunch of 40 and 50-year-old people saying how quick they can guzzle a malt liquor. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Anyways, we can move on from that.
Yeah.
Caleb, the spelling bee champion. Shout out to Caleb, by the way. Hope your dad's doing good, buddy. Hope you're watching this morning. Has made his first rant video.
What's he ranting about?
Yeah, he made a rant video. Apparently, the Braves were screwed last night out of a game or something. I don't know.
You know, I saw that. I don't know. I saw a bunch of people talking about it on Facebook, so I actually looked it up and watched it.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Did you see it?
No, what happened?
Okay. Now, it is things happen fast in sports, and that's why we have instant replay.
Yes.
Now, referees, umpires, officials, whatever, they can screw up and get things wrong. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
What should never happen is for instant replay to get something wrong. It just should never happen, especially something so obvious. But there was a play at the plate, and it was close, and they called the guy safe, and it was close. I mean, when you watched it in real time and full speed, it was close. I'm not faulting really even the home plate umpire. It was close.
Yeah.
But when you go back and watch the replay, the guy never touched home plate, ever.
Really?
And it was clear as day.
Wow.
Clear as day. And it was the winning run in the 9th inning. So this wasn't, this wasn't a run in the 4th inning of a 10-run game. I mean, the game was tied like 6-6 or 7-7, something like that. And so this was the winning run.
So they screwed him out of the game pretty much.
Yeah. And the guy was clearly out. And I don't know how. I don't know if there was an apology issued after by the league. There should be, though. I don't know. But now, luckily, in baseball, any one game in the regular season is almost irrelevant because you play 162 games. Something like this happens in football. Look last year, Auburn won a couple of games that they shouldn't have won.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now it ended up not really mattering, but one win or loss in college football can ruin your season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Go back to 1990. Georgia Tech and Colorado were split national champions.
Yeah.
Colorado won a game when they were given 5 downs instead of 4. Yep. And they scored on 5th down to win the game. Now, there was no instant replay then, so this isn't an instant replay thing. But how the hell do you give an extra down? Yeah, and so that didn't ruin anyone's season, but that's why Colorado won half a national title. Because if they would have lost that game, they wouldn't have won half a national title.
That's crazy.
Georgia Tech would have a full title instead of a half.
And we'll never see nothing like that ever again because it's a replay.
5 downs. And you can find that on YouTube too. You can pull it up and watch it. It's on there. The announcers even were getting confused at the end there. And they were like, what did we just see? Like, what happened? And then they go back and look at it and they're like, 5 downs.
That was crazy. And then the band on the field's crazy too. When I was a kid, I first saw the bands on the field, and I thought that was fake. But as I got older, I was like, that was real.
Talking about Stanford versus Cal? When the bands
I thought it was fake when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was insane. I mean, nothing like that ever happened today, but I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, Caleb made a rant video, and it was actually really good. You guys should go check it out. That's Caleb, the Spelling Bee host. Like I said, Caleb, I hope your dad's doing good, man. Thoughts and prayers to you, buddy. Also in today's traffic report, Slitta. Slitta, we talk about him a lot, but you know what? David's starting to learn. He actually filmed in landscape mode finally. But here's the problem. David, when you film in landscape mode, buddy, you gotta remove your finger from the top right corner because your finger's in the shot the whole time, so it ruins the shot.
Okay, now that was in full speed. Okay, so
yeah,
and that's close. I could see how an umpire could get this call wrong or right or whatever. That's close. He calls him safe. First of all, he can't see from where he's standing what you're going to see in the replay, which is that the guy never touched home plate.
Yeah.
The umpire here can't see that because he's on the wrong side of the plate to be able to see that. But you'll see when they show this here in slow motion from the other angle. Is it this angle? Might be this one. Yeah, watch this. He never touches the plate. He's out.
He sure didn't.
And this review took about 10 minutes. Look, he never touches the plate.
Nope.
It's not even debatable. And I'm not a Braves fan, so I'm not, I don't care about baseball, so I'm not watching this from the perspective of, I hope the Braves win. I don't care. But that guy was out. That guy was out. And I don't see how you can get that wrong on replay. That's unacceptable.
And it took them 10 minutes to decide?
Yeah, they reviewed it for a long time. They should have called and they, I don't know how they do it in baseball, confirm the call in the field, whatever they say. But they said, yeah, he's safe, though.
I bet you, if I was the owner of the Braves, I'd be pissed. Or manager or something.
Well,
I don't know. It's just I heard about it, but I didn't see it live. I don't watch the Braves baseball. Baseball bores me.
Yeah.
Honestly, no offense to anybody that likes baseball. Baseball's like golf. I can't watch golf. I'm sure it's cool in person, but on TV it just bores me. I don't know why. I'm not into that kind of thing. I like high-paced action, stuff like that.
Yeah. Gator Zone, thank you for the super chat. He says, 3 months sober from Twitter. God is good.
Hey, Twitter's a demon.
Yeah,
I'm addicted to Twitter.
Huh?
I said I'm addicted to Twitter. I'm on Twitter every other day.
Oh. I don't go on there that much.
Yeah, I see your post on Facebook are hilarious. Like yesterday, you're like, grown men are on my Facebook feed crying about a wrestling match.
Yeah, it was true too. Bunch of grown men all over my Facebook page crying about the outcome of some wrestling match last night.
I laughed so hard about that last night. That was the funniest thing ever. Oh man!
I heard. Did you watch it? Was it WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, of course I watched it.
Okay,
man.
What happened with Logan Paul?
Oh, Logan Paul. He was involved in like one of the storylines, and of course the match ended or whatever. And he got in the ring with a guy named Kevin Owens, and went to shake the guy's hand. And you watched wrestling in the '90s, Christian. You remember the Stone Cold Stunner? He got Stone Cold Stunnered right in the middle of the ring
by Steve Austin.
No, it wasn't by Stone Cold. It was by another wrestler.
Okay, because that's what I read. That's what I read. Something like, "Oh my God, Logan Paul just got Stone Cold Stunnered in the middle of the ring," and I was like, I thought maybe they brought Steve Austin back.
No.
Sometimes at WrestleMania they'll bring back the dinosaurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish they would have done that. I mean, because Logan Paul gets my nerves. Him and his brother are literally the most annoying people on YouTube I've ever met.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch David than both of them, honestly. So I really would. I'd rather watch Slip.
The best thing I saw in wrestling anytime in the last 20 years, because Lou Jr. was into it real big for a while when he was, 4 or 5 years old, something like that. I took him to some wrestling shows, and we would record Monday Night Raw and watch it Tuesdays when he got home from school and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I forget which WrestleMania it was, but it's probably 7 or 8 years ago, I guess. But they brought back Degeneration X.
Brought back Degeneration X. That would be WrestleMania.
And the NWO showed up.
That was WrestleMania 31.
And
I remember.
Like people had been talking about that for 20 years. Like we want NWO versus Degeneration X, and then it happened at that WrestleMania. It was great. Sting, and I mean, friggin' Sting was there. I think Sting versus Triple H was the main match that year.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Degeneration X came out to the ring and they was talking shit or something, and that NWO music hit. I said, "Oh my God, look
I
at
went
this!
crazy, dude.
They done brought the damn NWO back. Look at this." Oh, that was pretty good. You know what else was going on at that time that was hilarious for any of y'all that watch wrestling? You know that guy, The Miz?
Yeah.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he wrestled.
Okay. Around this same time that I'm talking about, because that's the last time I was watching wrestling, so it had to be around that same time. He had a tag team partner, and I can't remember his name.
Damien Mizdow?
Yes. And Mizdow would just imitate The Miz. You remember this?
Yes.
So Miz would be standing on the apron because it would be a tag match or whatever, and Mizdow would be standing on the apron. The Miz would be in the ring, and if the Miz would get body slammed, Mizdow would body slam himself. He would just fall down on his back. He would just imitate everything that happened to. It was just if Miz got thrown over the top rope, Mizdow would go in the ring, run across the ring, and jump over the top rope.
What's crazy is he got over doing that. People actually liked it. They liked him more than he did the Miz.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was. There's wrestling's like my guilty pleasure, man. That's how me and my grandma bonded because my mama worked a lot. So me and my grandma, oh my God, she's the biggest The Rock fan you've ever seen in your life. I swear, the funniest shit ever when I was a kid was, I didn't know it was fake when I was a kid, but The Rock would be getting his ass beat or something. And my grandma would be like, "Get off of him, you killed him." And my grandpa would be like, "Oh, shut up, it's fake." Funniest shit ever, dude. Oh man. Yeah, I still watch it. I watch WrestleMania every year. It's kind of like the Super Bowl. WrestleMania is, in a way. I mean, people that don't really like wrestling, like it's WrestleMania. It's like one of the biggest attractions, and they finally had fans. So
yeah, and in WrestleMania they usually end up bringing out like somebody that was, like The Rock will show up or something like that.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was there this year.
Well, and
God,
then
he's ancient.
the other one is the Royal Rumble.
Oh yes, I love that.
That one used to be pretty good too because how many people are in that? 30?
Yeah, 30.
But there's always like 3 or 4 people that you're like, wait, what?
What the hell?
Yeah.
I know he's still alive.
Yeah, they'll bring back one of the old guys or Logan Paul. So, it's something just out of the blue.
Yeah.
Out of the blue like that.
I covered last year's Royal Rumble. It was pretty good. Oh man, who the hell won the Royal Rumble? Bianca Belair. Calm down. But yeah, that's really it's all the travel for it I got for you today, Lou. But how was your weekend, bud?
Oh, it was great.
That's good, man. Good to hear.
This might be my favorite wrestling clip of all time right here.
Okay. Oh God, Trump taking a stunner. The worst stunner in the history of stunners.
How many people would give their life savings to do that to Donald Trump?
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right, Jess. Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to show up for work this morning.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on, and I hope you have a good day, buddy.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, see you, man. Bye.
All right, TikTok Chess Hall checking in. Better late than never. That's Chess Hall's favorite expression. Better late than never. His streak of not missing a show continues. Barely. Man, we got to look at this picture for a whole nother week because I took those 2 days off last week. Then on Friday, we're getting a new picture to put up. Sideways Sleeta video. Let's see if I can find it. I don't see a sideways one. I don't see it. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Man, the week is off to a great start. I got a good night's sleep last night. Scott Kerr was on fire with his fake news report and his sock game. Chess Hall managed to wake up in time to come to work. It's going to be 80-something degrees today and sunny. It was cool this morning, though. I think it was 55, 56 degrees when I got up this morning. It'll be nice out today, though. Pete is back from his vacation, so we got the Lunch Money Show tonight at 10. That's great news. We got to figure out who won that money on the NCAA bracket tonight on the Lunch Money Show, too. Jojo, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, thanks, Lou, for all that you do. Have an excellent week, brother. You have an excellent week, too. I hope you all have an excellent week. RMF Tide, that's a great idea. Yes. Help me remember to do that. So we'll do that around sometime around June. We always need stuff to do in the summertime around here, dead period. But yes, that's a good idea, actually. A performance review. That's a great idea. I think we will do that. I think we will do that. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Tune in tonight at 10 p.m. Me and Pigskin Pete, the Lunch Money Show. And I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Do this morning show for you again. How'd that be? Yeah, I think that'd be just fine. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you again real soon. Have a good morning.